Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is doing great. Welcome to the CAT session. Uh, Today, we're just going to be focusing on the grade 12 content. Hopefully, you'll just learn a few things from me, Mr. NDOU'S. So, let's get down to the main business without wasting any time. For grade 12, I'm just going to focus on a few questions. I have this question right here. It says modify the function in cell C15 to extract the first name of the lecture, and it's 3 lectures right there. So that's the name of the document. So I'll locate that and then work in cell C15 to extract the first name of the lecture. Let's see how the file looks like. There we go. Oh, so they said we must modify something that is already here. So this is C15, and then here on this side there's the name. You can see it's surname and then first name. So the first name that we want to extract is this one right here. Let's see how we can modify this. They did not say we must remove it, we just have to modify. So let's work around it. And if you'll still remember your text functions, especially those who do attend interventions, you know that most of those things were covered. So if you remember text functions, you just have to focus on the mid if you want to extract something from the middle side. So in this case I will say mid. Just make sure that it's a function, and then I will select the part where I want to extract that mid. And then after that I will then say comma or semicolon. It depends on what your computer uses. This one of mine uses a semicolon, and then after that I will then refer back and say, okay, which other function is used to find something? You have the find text function. And why do I want to use the find text function? So that I can be able to find this comma here. I want to locate this comma here, so that it will take me a bit closer to the first name. So I'll just say find, and then just double click right there. And then what do I want to find? Remember, I'll say I want to find the comma. I'll indicate that I want to find the comma. And then after indicating, I will then say comma or the semicolon, and then indicate the text where I will locate that comma from, or where I have to find the comma from. As you can see here, it says within text. Within which text am I going to find this? Within this text here, which is B15. And then after that I'm just going to just close whatever that I've been working on, and then let's see what would happen there. I'll then fix that line, and then right there I think I should just make sure that there's a comma so that it's separate. So I have mid, I have find, I have len. Let's just close that other bracket and see what happens. Now when it's like that, it is not final. If you can see right here, Amanda is there, but we have that comma right there, and then we also have a space. How can we go about it if we want to make sure that we do not have that space right there? How can we go about it? You can't even try to delete it. So the only solution that you can do here, the best way to go about it, is to make sure that you can add. Let's just try adding, let's say +1. So let's say it must move one space. Let's see, boom. And now after moving once, you can see there's still a space here. So let's change that and just make sure that it's +2. See what happens. +2 becomes perfect. Now it gives us the final one right there. So why do we need that len? Why did they give it to us in the first place? Let's just remove it and see what happens. I like to do the practical work so that you guys don't get confused. Oh, as you can see right there, it becomes like that. So something is missing. What is missing? It's our len, because remember, len, you outline the number of those characters that are there. And there we go with that question. Let's move to the next without wasting any time. Hopefully everyone understands that. So we also have this question right here. work in the travel worksheet, we just have to locate the travel worksheet. So let me just try to find the travel worksheet. Travel worksheet, that's ID player. Do we have ID player? That's there. And then okay, the travel worksheet is already there. Now let's go back. Some players will be delayed to travel to the venue from a specific hotel. Okay, the delayed status is displayed in column C. Oh, let's see, column C. Okay, there is column C. And if a player is delayed, the delayed time in cell D2 must be added to the arrival time. Okay, if a player is delayed, the delayed time must be added to the arrival time. Let's see. The delayed time will be added to the arrival time right there. See, and they can show you here that okay, this D2 right here, delayed time. Let's just confirm. Even on the other side, the delayed time in cell D2, okay, must be added to the arrival time. If the player is not delayed, the original arrival time must display. Okay, so if you are not delayed, the original arrival time will display. Okay, inside a combination function, so it's a combination of functions and formulas in cell E4 to determine what the new arrival time will be. Make sure that when it is copied down, the correct results will display. Okay, let's deal with that one. Let's make sure. So we must also make sure that when it's copied down, it will display. So we are going to work here, right here in our E4, and I think just by looking at this, you can tell that this has to do with the if function. If a player, so it is a if function. So I'll go there and then say equal sign if. Let me just go to the function bar, if, because I always encourage people to work with the function bar. Every time I always say work with the function bar, because it makes each and everything much simpler and clearer for most. The logical test, we are then going to say if this column here that has to do with the delayed or not delayed, if C4 is equals to what? If it is a yes, if it is indeed a yes, then what must happen? Well, we must add. They said we must add something. They said let's confirm. If the person is delayed, if a player is delayed, the delayed time in cell D2 must be added to the arrival time. So we must, if it is like that, if the person is late, the delayed time, which is going to be delayed time right there, and then arrival time. So it's going to be us saying D4 here plus what? Plus the delayed time that is here. Okay, and then we will move. So we are done with that. But if value is false, so if value is false, I think they said we must just leave it like that. So it must just be like that. Let's also confirm. If the player is not delayed, the original arrival time must display. So the original arrival time, what is the original arrival time? It will be our D4. So D4 must display. So it should be something like this. Now let's see if we click OK, what would happen. Look at what happens right there. So it means something is wrong. So we must okay. Also there you can see that there is an error that we made. So let's fix that. It's just a simple error. Did not notice that. So let's go back. When it's like this, it is still not correct. So that's why I clicked OK first before I could even confirm. It is still not correct, because when we do this, some of them will be wrong. All we have to do is to make sure that we have absolute cell referencing. So we'll go back and lock. We have to make sure that the part that has D2, because remember D2 is right here, it is the delayed time, so it must not move whenever we do conditional autofill. Whenever we do autofill, it should not move. So we are just going to press F4 right there to lock it up there, and then we will say okay, think it should be fine, and then we'll just autofill, and just like that you are done with your combination of functions, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. So you should really have to just pay attention. You're combining here, remember, formulas and functions, because you have an if, you have formulas that you are implementing right there. So it's an if function.